Hello, Carl. Carl says, hi, Lisa. How are you? I'm very well, thank you. Waterside says, we had storms last night. Did you get them too? Yes, I did. Yes. Lots of thunder and lightning and rain. Hello to everybody watching. Thank you for joining. And hello to those of you watching this on the replay. It's in between showers, so I thought I'd just come up here. There's been a couple of wherries go past, and I think that's Solace down there on the Broad. Wherry Solace. A few cruisers. And when I first got here, there were some boats sailing. So I'm hoping they're going to come back again. Sally says, morning, Lisa. Good morning, Sally. Thank you for joining. Sally says, live today, Thursday. I don't have a set plan when I go live. I used to do live every day, but I'm not now. It's just going to be as and when I've got a decent signal. It's incredibly peaceful here. Carl says, Lisa, you do plenty to keep your subscribers entertained. I think I've been doing too much, Carl. I'm easing off. But with this view and the geese and the ducks and whatever else is about here, there's a grebe, a couple of black-headed gulls. The odd wherry. David says, morning, Lisa. Good morning, David. Thanks for joining. Sally says, have you rung the bell, Lisa, to alert us you were live? If people have their notifications set to all notifications, they should get an alert. David says, Vicky says, good morning. Morning, Vicky. Vicky's watching on the TV. It's very humid today after the rain. Lots of geese headed this way. I know not everybody likes the wildlife, but this for me is just wonderful. Watch the territorial fights start now that the geese have arrived. They might not, but we'll see. There's lots of geese on the car park as well. My car is surrounded. Having an early morning stretch. Or it's not that early now, is it? couple of cruisers over on the main river. One's coming into the Broad. I love their conversations to each other. Well, I started my live too early, really. I wanted to film the lightning. The ducks are talking to me. So I started my live far too soon. So I stopped it and then just switched the live on once the lightning started. But I had a great time. Hotel is absolutely wonderful. I've already decided I'm going back again, and I'm going to have a balcony next time, so I view the main river. It was just a last minute decision to go and stay. I quite often stay out and film where I am. David says, anyone know how much to fish the Broad? I've no idea, David. Carl will know. Carl says, sounds lovely. Yes, it was. It was absolutely wonderful. Went for a walk, sat on the terrace of the hotel, had a drink, watched the world go by, did some filming. Oh, I think we've got a tour boat coming. We have. Just behind the trees, no, it'd be on the left. Queen of the Broads. When I first got here, there was another one. I think it was the vintage Broadsman when I first arrived. This is the second one. And there's been a couple of wherries. One left the Broad. Yeah, left the Broad at the beginning of this live. I can't think if the other one was on the Broad or just going along the main river. I can't remember now, but I've seen two. And the little boat went up close to the wherry over there. I think it's Wherry Solace, and they're obviously showing the people on the boat, telling them about it. The sun's trying to come out now. Also, when I first got here, there were some sailing boats, which I think I said. But I was hoping they'd come back. They went round this buoy that you can just see. There were quite a few of them, so I'm hoping they're going to come back. Carl says, David, prices change all the time for some reason. It's full of thick weed, so not worth getting a year licence. Thanks for that, Carl. I was going to do a boat trip today until I saw the weather. And I'm glad I didn't, because the people who were on the boat, the first boat, not that one you can see there, and they all had umbrellas up. And I thought, oh my goodness. Because you'd still get wet under an umbrella, wouldn't you? So I'm glad I didn't do a boat trip. David says, is that Solace to the right centre of the picture? Yes, I believe it is. Wherry Solace. So I thought I'd just come and sit here quietly and watch the geese and the ducks. And then if any boats go past, that's a bonus. The geese are off. The preening has ended. And they're now off for a swim and a drink. They're still... Oh, these are the ones that were surrounding me, surrounding my car. Look, you can see. And there's some others. There's lots. I don't know if you were here when I said my car was surrounded by geese. Now you can see I don't make these things up. Look how many there are. Lots of them. They are funny. Hello to everybody watching. Thank you for joining. And hello to those of you that are watching this on the replay. The geese are still leaving that were on the car park around my car. They're so sweet. Carl says, Lisa, there's a lot of birds. Very peaceful there today. Yes, it is lovely and peaceful. That's what I wanted, just a peaceful, quiet live. One cruiser leaving the Broad, another entering the Broad. Heb's here. Heb says, hello, lovely view this morning. Thank you, Heb. A little while ago, my car was surrounded by all the geese in the car park. And they've just left and gone into the water. And they're swimming away. There's been a couple of wherries, Heb. A couple of tour boats. Several boats down on the main river. And there were some sailing boats when I first arrived. By the time I bought my car park ticket, got back in my car, they'd gone off to the left. So I'm hoping they'll come back. Carl says, Lisa, isn't it lovely sometimes when on your own in the wild with just the birds as friends? Absolutely. Oh, look, what's this? Oh, that's the vintage Broadsman. That's the one I said had the umbrellas up because it's open on the top. But they've got the umbrellas down because it's not raining anymore. Well, that wasn't out very long. I've been live 32 minutes so far. Gosh. But yes, back to about the wildlife. This is probably me at my happiest when it's just like this, surrounded by the wildfowl. Oh, a little squabble here. This one had to run away from the others. Save me. Don't let them get me. SW says, good morning, Lisa. Did you have a lovely sleep? Us early worms heard you snoring. I got told that you could hear me snoring, so I've unlisted. I've unlisted it so nobody can hear now. Yeah. Oh. Yeah, that was funny. There must be a way I can switch the sound off, but I don't know how. I'll look when I get home. And then if I can switch the sound off, I'll make it public again. SW says, it's not that bad, mainly breathing heavily. Heb says, I didn't like to say. I know, I've made it unlisted. Nobody can see it. Nobody can watch. I'll have to vet it. I have to watch it when I get home sometime and see if it's suitable to be. Look at them. David says we all have to breathe. Cal says you can cut that bit out, or as you say, mute it. Yeah, I'll have to investigate. I only use my mobile phone to do everything, so it's not as easy as being on a computer or laptop or something like that. Hev says, at least you slept nice and cool now. Hev, I had the most amazing fan in my room. It was so good, in fact, that I've taken photos and sent them home and said, I need this fan. I need this fan in my life. Wow, it was amazing. Virtually silent. You may have been able to hear it, I don't know. But it was just wonderful. Is that a sign of getting old when you get excited about a fan? Look at them. You're on my bit of grass. Now get you back in the water. SW says, I have a 20-inch fan, but it is so powerful. It would blow me out of bed and the noise is loud. My fan is quite loud. Heb says fans are very important at my age. I'm beginning to wonder if I might be that age. What does I say? We have a fan on every night. We love the white noise from it. I have a fan on every night. Probably even in winter I have the fan on. We all need to move across to silent fans. SW says, is parking free where you are, Lisa? No, it's £1 an hour, I think, or £2 for 3 hours. And then £5 for all day. There's only one other car here. SW says, are there good walks there too? Not really, no. It is just a car park. It's next to the sailing club. And there's a couple of little benches you can sit on and look out onto the Broad, or you can obviously sit in your car and watch. And just enjoy the peace and quiet and the lovely view. SW says, don't know this area. That is why I'm asking. Sal House is on the list to visit. I'll tell you where there is SW. I was just trying to think. Cane Meadow is in Wroxham. That's nice. It's not a really long walk, but you can walk there. There's some benches to sit on. You can walk down one side, across, and then up the other side. And if you walk along the road, you can get even further. Yes, there's now a car park machine at Sal House Broad. Mr. Phil is here. Morning all. Bit late, so I didn't get the ding dong reminder. Yes, Sally said, where is my alerts? But I said, you know, if people have got all alerts on, they should get notification. But I think it depends on how many likes the live initially gets, whether YouTube then alert more people. Must be in the cloud, the helicopter or the plane. I can't see it. There's also lovely bluebells in the woods just before you get to Barton Broad Boardwalk. The woods before Barton Broad Boardwalk. There's some lovely bluebells. Thank you for the 8 likes on this live. And hello to all 18 of you who are here. I decided I'd just have a quiet, peaceful live from beside the Broad. Mr. Phil says, helicopter is yellow and has come from a rig in the sea. Yes, people think it's the air ambulance, but it isn't. There's one yellow one, isn't there, that goes out to the rigs every day. Mr. Phil said, there's a red and white one just about to fly on the south side of the Broad. Do you know, I can hear that. Can't see it, but I can hear it. Oh, I can see it. I don't know if you can. It's, well, you can hear it now. It's just gone behind the clouds. Thank you, Mr. Phil. I love how the geese are watching me. On the right, there's two that have sat down, having a little preen, and then every so often they'll just look at me. Flying at 1,650 foot. It's lovely when the water's calm, isn't it? I think it's starting to rain. Heb says, I'm very wary of geese. They can be bullies. Well, the ones in Colchester Zoo were. They hung out by the ice cream stall and ganged up on folk. Mr. Phil says, looks like the yellow helicopter is coming back for a second run. Yes, it's definitely starting to rain. Stephen's here. He says, hi, Lisa. Hi, Stephen. Yes, you're right, Mr. Phil. The helicopter is definitely here now. Again, I can't see it, though. I think you can probably hear the rain on my roof of the car. Stephen says, hi all in the chat, hope you're well. We might have to put the window up if it's heavy rain. SW says, just got to go and put towels on the air, are back soon. Okay, SW. Mr. Phil says, very light rain in Bungay right now. I didn't notice any thunder lightning last night, but then I do sleep well. Well, it was definitely over Wroxham. Well, actually, no, it wasn't directly over Wroxham, but I was lucky I faced the way so that I could see it and film it. Debbie says, going to try and get my paper. Leave you with Vicky back soon. We'll look after Vicky for you, David. I've got an unusual little bird here. At first I thought it was a little turnstone, but I don't think it is. Can you see it there? Steve says, it's been raining here since 7. Yeah, it's been on and off here most of the morning. That little brown and white bird. It's not a turnstone, is it? Anybody know what that is? It's just gone behind the greenery. The goose is looking at it as much as to say, what are you doing? Now, is that the same one going behind the goose, or is that a different one? Another car's arrived in the car park. They're all telling each other, there's another car, more people. I don't know where that little bird is now. There's a grebe. It's moved so you can see it better now. The grebe has been having a preening session the whole time I've been here, which is probably about an hour, and it's only just stopped. It's the one that sat down to the right of the two geese together. Bath time. Look, there's another boat. And the other two have gone right up to the wherry and virtually stopped beside the wherry. Let's see if this one does the same. Mr. Phil, most of the yachts that live on the Broad will be at Alton this week. I zoom out, you'll see there's a cruiser also. The grieve has stood up now and preening again. SW says, what are the geese seeing? They're off. I don't know what happened to the sailing boats that were here when I first got here. What must the others think when they watch the ducks doing daft things like that? SW says, it looks sheer bliss there, so quiet. It is. It's absolutely wonderful, despite the rain. Really, all you can hear is the very odd occasional boat engine, but mainly it's just the ducks and geese chatting to themselves. SW, if you want to drive to here, you need to be on the main road through Wroxham, and you want to take the road called the Avenue. They're off. Here's a send bye to them. You know it good. Oh, I missed a message from you, SW. SW said, the floating estate agents with an up-to-date housing valuation for nearby houses. That's referring to the tour boat. Yes, the one at Horning tells you how much everything is. Heb says, I'm sure my blood pressure readings would be better if I lived beside a river. It is incredibly relaxing. Mr. Phil says, Michael Portillo was in Beccles this morning, had breakfast in the station cafe. Wow, I wonder what he's filming at the minute. So he says, I did a shortcut there through the avenues, lovely houses. Yes, you can turn off, do you know you can turn off the avenue and go to all the houses that line the river. Mr. Phil says, bright orange shirt and green trousers. Yes, that sounds about right, Mr. Phil. SW says, Mr. Phil is a font of knowledge. Glad he is on board. Me too, SW. You didn't know you could go off? Yes. So off the main road, come up the avenue and go down every road on the left. The first one takes you to well, you go past a nursing home, and then you can't really go too far, but it's a nice view, so it is worth going down there. And then go back onto the avenue and just keep taking each road off to the left. There's a few. And just go down as far as you can off each road. There's plenty of room to turn round. You'll investigate when you go to Sal House. Yes. And then report back and tell me what you think. Oh, the geese are back. That didn't last long. Thank you. SW says, I will. Will do. Oh, they're still flying around. Can you see them? Now you see, that to me, them landing here like that is just wonderful. There's the tour boat, one of them back, or going back. All three of those tour boats seem to do short trips, like an hour and a half or 2 hours. I'm sure that it would warrant having a longer trip. I think the tide's going out because the slipway, I'm sure, is showing more. Hi, Janet. Janet says, hi, Lisa and everyone. Thanks for joining, Janet. We've been watching the tour boats come in here, go back out, go for their trip, and then go back towards Wroxham. It's lovely and peaceful here, Janet. They're off, those four. Janet says, it looks very peaceful, Lisa. Love the geese. Yes, I like when they go for a fly around and then they come back to the exact same spot. Mr. Phil says high water should be at 12:45 today at Wroxham. Well, it just looks like it's going out. I don't know. Maybe I'm mistaken. Isn't that a wonderful noise? Oh, look out. Mr. Phil says the rain may have upset the times a bit. Heb says maybe they are gentler geese in Norfolk. They like to peck each other, I know that. Oh, there's some flying around. Oh, they're ducks. 4 ducks flying across. The main river's busy today. Mind you, it ought to be with the bank holiday coming up, didn't it? With pigeons. It's all happening here. That one got pushed in or fell off the edge. The duck pushed him in, I think. He's going after the ducks. These geese have just arrived. Can you tell I could sit here and watch the geese all day? Yet when I put a video up off the geese, if I was to film these, it would get hardly any views, which is why I put them on the other channel. There's more arriving. Janet says they have a lot to say to one another. And Heb said, maybe they're gentler geese in Norfolk. And then she put, did I speak too soon? They do like their little tussles with each other. They're little territorial. Heb says, see, told you, looks like a new gang turned up. It does, doesn't it? Were you here when I was surrounded? My car was surrounded by loads of geese on the car park. And then they all went down the little slipway and off onto the Broad. Now, what made them all fly away at the same time? How did they alert each other that they're all going to go? SW says fear. But there's nothing else here, is there? I know the others turned up, but Mr. Phil says, rain has just about stopped here. He's in Beccles, and the sky is looking much brighter. Oh yeah, not Beccles, Bungay. Sorry, Mr. Phil. It began with a B. My mistake. Esther says, maybe they heard a sound which startled them. Yes, I think you're probably right. Hev says, if I could fly, I would. They scare me. Do they? No, I'm not scared of them. I just think they're lovely. That's right, SW. Mr. Phil mentioned Beccles earlier. That is why you were confused, Lisa. I think so. Mr. Phil says Beccles is the dark side. No offence to anybody watching from Beccles, I must add. Oh, what we got there? Oh, a sailing boat was leaving. Strange looking boat with a flashing orange light on it. Oh, that's the dredger. Is it dredger, the cutting machine, weed cutting machine? Now look, those sailing boats going, do you think they're the ones I saw sailing on here when I first arrived? They could well be, couldn't they? There were several of them though. David says, I'm back and it's raining here in North Lincolnshire. Yes, it's starting to rain again here. I can hear big drops. Yes, look, there's 3 of them going. I bet they're the ones I saw. Might actually have to put my window up this time. Because they are rather big drops. Another car's just arrived. SW says drizzling heavy in Upper Street. Hev says just started again here in Bedfordshire. It's funny how it's started everywhere, hasn't it? North Lincolnshire, Bedfordshire, here. You can see by my window how I had to put it up. I'm so glad I didn't go on one of the tour boats today, you know. Janet says it's lovely just watching from here. Can't see anything at all now, look. Because of the rain. Oh, wonder if I get right up close. That's better, isn't it? Right up close. Janice says that's much better. Although I may go soon. Just make this a short live. Stephen says, nice peaceful place to sit. It is, it's lovely. I probably ought to come here a bit more often. You had trouble yesterday, SW, didn't you? What? Are you watching on your phone, SW? Mr. Phil says, watery sun and some shadows in Bungay now. Oh, yeah. Maybe. See, on my phone, if I have too many apps open, that's when things start to freeze. So, there's a cruiser coming. So I shut all the... don't worry about spelling mistakes. I just close down all the apps, switch off my phone, start it up again instantly, and it's fine. Heb says, I'm blanching carrots and green beans for the freezer while listening in. Lovely and relaxed. I don't know if Chris is here, but he normally listens to the lives when he's in his carpentry workshop or joinery workshop. Steve says, don't worry about spellings, SW. No, we don't worry about spellings. David says, I'm relying on you to ease my pain with your live. I think you need to be ringing 111. I don't know, SW. As a few of you said you're enjoying this live because it's a peaceful location, you can always share the live stream. Maybe when it's, I don't know if you can do it when it's live or if you can do it once it's the replay. I think you can share it when it's live. Oh, there's another tour boat on the left-hand side. People on the top with umbrellas getting wet. I think because the drops of rain against the window obscuring the view in places. Esther says umbrellas are part of the UK holiday kit. That's right, they are. Yeah, as the rain is not helping with the picture, I'm going to end this, okay? I've been online 80 minutes now. I'll just do a quick bit of filming and then I'll be headed home. Mr. Phil says rain is due to finish around 6. Tomorrow should be nice and sunny. Steve says, sorry I missed the start, miss. You can watch the start and replay. Heb says, thank you for relaxing lively. So you're very welcome. Thank you for joining. Thank you to everyone who's joined in. I'm glad you enjoyed it. Stephen says he will watch the start. I've got so much. Stephen says, bye, Lisa. I've got so much footage from being here that I need to start making the videos. I need a video for, what day is it? Thursday. I need a video for tomorrow. I do have one that's partly made, but it'd be nice if I put the Wroxham one out. You're very welcome, Janet. Everybody's saying bye. Bye, SW. Bye, David. Bye, Vicky. Bye, Steve. Bye, Janet. Bye, Hev. Bye, Mr. Phil. Bye, Stephen. I can't... Have I missed anyone? Who have I missed out? I hope... If I've missed anybody out, please accept my apologies. Take care of yourselves. And I'll be back again very soon. Bye, Janet. Thanks for watching, everyone. I'm going now. Bye.